when you're out shopping, to patronize the sponsors who put on this, sponsor the boys who put on this great show for you each and every week right here at beautiful Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. While we're getting ready for that first heat, remember to go buy your 50-50 raffle tickets. Junior Niles, assistant flagman, is on the flag stand and he says we're ready to go. Actually, we have 10 more seconds, but we're going to start early. Number 78, Dave Fechtow from Steep Falls. I can't see all the numbers in the 103. Richard Ryder from Clinton, a rookie this year. The 80 inside, Dana Reed, a couple of rookies back to back. Now they speed him up. Green flag is out as they come down the front stretch to 27. Excuse me, Bubba Pelton able to get a little hook. 78 comes right back on, takes it down the inside, down the back stretch. And Bubba Pelton is going to have to set in low. Dana Reed going around other rookie number 103, Richard Ryder. One lap down, the 78 of Dave Fechtow showing the way around. Couple cars go high and wide in turn 2, but they able to tuck it in close. Everybody going smooth down the backstretch. So number 100, and I don't have a driver's name on it, but he's doing a heck of a job, folks. The 03 is Steve Howard showing a little move on the outside, showing a little strong. He's got a strong car going down the backstretch. He will take over position 4. Able to come out of them turns real hard. As the 78 car of Dave Fechtow continues to show the way, followed by Bubba Pelton, 27. The cars opening up wide, a very comfortable lead on the rest of the pack. That's number 51, Kerry Anderson, showing a little strength in that Camaro. Kerry's had a little trouble the last couple of weeks, a little loose, but he seems to have that baby hooked up today. Down the backstretch, he really pulls the 103. The 84 now showing his strength. Frank Anderson out of Old Orchard. Remember that outside groove's a little tougher to handle. It's a long way around the track. And the 93 of Danny Palmer. Hoping that the 84 can get his move going because Danny wants to break loose and get out of there along with Gary Adams in the 74 car. The 103's getting a little money, run for their money back there. Remember, only 12 cars qualify from this heat. 12 cars will transfer into the feature. 12 cars. The others will all have to run the Consolation race. And Fechtow in the 78 continues to set a torrid pace. 27 and Bubba Pelton unable to close that up at all. Young Dana Reed is about to get passed by the Kerry Anderson. Halfway this time around. Junior Niles is halfway, gentlemen. Whoa, a little help, a little bump and push over here. No, we're not going to get this all nice and smooth. Oh, a little crunch time with the 59, unable to stop in time. Jerry DePeter out of Buxton. And, slide for your life with the number 80, Rodney Moody. Locked it up, unable to do the job. The 03 was running so strong. Steve Howard, the 03 was running so strong. Lost it. As the 59 breaks an axle, I hate it when that happens. This is not his lucky day. Only 12 will qualify. Only 12 qualify to go to the feature. The rest will run the concert. We're telling 8 from that concert. Junior says we're ready. They will be cranking them up momentarily. Junior's going to try and catch him off guard. See who's got the quickest reaction time on that throttle. All right, the 78 Fechtow seems to do it. Bubba was not quite ready. He's in danger of dropping all the way back to 4th. Not in danger. He did all the way back to 4th place. As the 84 is even losing 3rd, the 93 of Palmer goes on around him. Palmer showing a lot of strength in that Camaro. Going real strong. 84 dropping off the pace to the inside. Frank Anderson got some kind of problem. Tires to the infield. Tough break for him. As Palmer continues to put the pressure on going into 3-turn on Fechtow. He wants to take over that position. Palmer gonna take it to the high side, into the one turn. He gets the bite, could be dangerous down the back stretch. Seems to have the horsepower if he's got the handling. Pulls up alongside to the door handle. Vector able to find a little more handling in that low groove. It is a short way around this track. And as long as he can hold position, he will probably be able to hold him off. However, he's sliding a little bit. Bubba Felton maintains third in the 74 car of Gary Adams. Maintaining fourth position in 97. Ralph Height in fifth. Side by side, door handle to door handle across the stripe. Mama had the advantage, I believe, that time around. Unable to put it out front where he really needs to be. Going to be a close call. He has the horsepower going down and shoot, but Fechtow has the handling. Able to get through the turns quicker. Let's see if Palmer can pull off a good shot this time. He has a little better lead as he goes through. However, Fechtow pulls right up beside him each and every time. Palmer's got the horsepower down the chute. Yellow is out. Caution on the track. As Young Reed in trouble again in the 103 also. Not their day. Second spin in the first heat today for Limited Sportsman. Young Reed in the, in the 80 car. Dana Reed and the 103 of Richard Wright. A couple of rookies. They're going to learn fast with this kind of experience. Lost the bumper off. A little steam heat out there. Fella says we really don't need that. Lineup is correct. Junior Niles crosses them over. We will be going racing next time around if everything continues to proceed as good as it is at this point. Danny Palmer showing the way, the 93 car. Dave Fechtow in the 78. Going to have to get a good jump on him because that 93 strong. Dayton Sand and Gravel Day here at beautiful Beech Ridge Speedway. Remember to pick up something to eat anytime down in that section 10. Green flag is out. He gets him in between the turns. Palmer has the edge. Pulls it strong down the front. Fechtow tucks it into the inside. He's got to hold off the challenge of Gary Adams in the 74. Adams waiting for him to make a mistake. Everybody through smoothly. Bubba Pelton losing a few positions in the 27 car as the A3 of Ron Badlier out of Marvin. Showing a little strength coming up the outside. Danny Palmer opening up his lead a little bit east lap. Showing the way around. The 95 of Roger Williams in fourth. Looking to close in on third, take over position. One lap to go, and the 21, I believe, is on the hot seat. The 21, Kevin Galinas has to maintain that position, and it looks like he'll be able to do that. Checked. Flag is out for Danny Palmer in the 93 car. Dave Fechtow, followed by the 74 of Gary Adams. The top three. Danny Palmer able to take over that lead very handily under the green and maintain. For Dave Lafano, 99 of Rodney Bishop, the 03 of Mackie Moore, and the 00 Lee Day. As they come out for the green flag, flagman Eddie Walsh gives them the green, the 56 of Andy Lou. Andy Lou, the 56, takes over that front spot, followed by Bobby Harrison, the 37. Real strong runners. Mitch not finding enough gas pedal to satisfy him. As the 3 car, Sonny Lorenzo, trying to go to the outside. Barry Babb in the 0. Going to take that spot. He wants to get around Mitch Brown, the 19 of Jay Johnson. Fenced in, he may have an inside shot. He may have an inside shot. He does. Down to the inside. Now Babb's going to get back to the inside. However, the 39 car of Ricky Sylvester fills that spot. But Mitch able to tuck it back in. 37 car of Bobby Harrison closing in on the 56 of Andy Lude. Wants to make a run for the lead. They're pulling away from the crew. However, the 19 car of Jay Johnson, he is gaining each and every lap. He's got a clear track ahead of him. Bobby Harrison, the 37, chose to be a little loose this time around. In the meantime, the Johnson car, 19, is closing down ever so slightly if there's time enough. 5 laps down this time around, halfway, shown by Eddie Walsh. Harrison tries to fill that inside slot. Andy Lou going a little too wide. If he does, Bobby Harrison will have that position. Jay Johnson is continuing to close. There's a hood comes loose down the front stretch. Slight debris there, we don't know. And one car evidently detonates an engine as we go to caution to remove debris. Very unsafe out there with that hood lying there. We don't need that flying up and catching someone in the face. With 5 down, 5 to go, he's got a definite shot at it now as he has Mitch Brown stuck to the outside. Mitch shows a little bit slower pace and the other boys could be in big trouble. Andy Lou gets on the gun. Quick. Eddie Walton displays green. Andy Lou has it. Jay Johnson going to the inside under Bobby Harrison. Trying to maintain that position. Jay Johnson able to hold that inside groove. Get Bobby Harrison hung out there now. Mitch Brown doing the old backup trick, not hooked up for that outside. It's Danny Brown, the 8th, 5th place, trying to put a little heat on the 39 car, Rick Sylvester. Free car showing a little smoke, and we're not sure what that is. As Johnson tries to take the inside, going in the 3-turn. Andy Lou can't give him any room. He is hooked up. Will be taking that spot away. 2 laps to go. Andy Lou struggling to hold that position as Jay Johnson wants it. He's high and wide. Johnson unable to tuck it in. However, he's right there knocking on the door. He brings it in low this time. He may have him outside. They tap him, and he tries to pull it down. Unable to do it. Johnson goes sideways. Nobody gets him. They're not collecting. Andy Lou with a strong lead now as they touch in the 1 and 2 turn. Andy Lou is your winner, followed by the 4 of Bobby Badger and the 39 of Rick Sylvester. Number 8, Danny Brown in 4th. Tough break for the Jay Johnson in the 19 guy. He was running strong. Looked to have the position. However, Andy Lou lost traction and they touched. Andy was able to collect his car. Johnson not. Tough break for him. How about a big hand for Andy Lou, the 56, the Doobie Drywall and Supply Company Special. Andy Lou, West Street Builders, some of the sponsors. As the first modified heat comes on the track, number 89, Spike Manitoul out of Scarborough. In the 4 cars, Dave Alexander out of Standish. The number 1 of Willie Elliott from Scarborough. The number 3 of Lou Weatherby from Wyndham. The 29 of Paul Mason from Amesbury, Massachusetts. Number 2, Jeffrey Robo out of Durham. And 14, young Mike Rowell out of Portland also. 89, Scott Manitoul will be showing the way. He's got a lot of pressure on him today. Willie Elliott out there in 3rd position. Going for bad luck, wouldn't have any at all this year. He's not finished the first 2 races for them. It's not been his season so far. Dave Alexander out of Standish stands on it. However, Spike Manitoul has the edge with Willie Elliott tucking right in on his bumper. Holding in close. Lou Weatherby, whatever that problem was, seems to be straightened out. And he is running strong. Paul Mason right in there with him. The 5 cars throw a blanket over him. Which one's going to come out? Willie Elliott seems to be strong, but he's trapped in there. Can't get out of there. As the 89 of Manitoul continues to set the pace. Willie would like the number 4 of Dave Alexander to give him a little room. He'd like to get out of that hole. He seems to have the power. Unable to get out. Open wheel cars. Now we'll see. Willie has the spot. If he can get out of there, he's going to take a run at Manitoul. As they have opened up a little bit of lead on the 4 car of Dave Alexander. Willie has a shot now. Open track. Manitoul has handling, landing. Seems to be plenty of power going down. Down the backstretch. Willie Elliott cannot get up to the outside. Goes in a little deeper. Unable to close up a lot of ground. Halfway around. This time over 8. Flagman Eddie Waltz. Willie Elliott, hold on to that second group. He wants that lead position. Manitow have none of it. He's running strong, holding real well to the inside. Elliott gets a little further up on him. He's going into the turns a little deeper each time. Gains inches up on him each time around. Gotta find a little bit more bite. Manitow's gotta make a mistake for him to take over that position. Cars are very, very equal in strength. As the 4 car of Dave Alexander running third, the 29 Paul Masson, and the 3. Number 12 having a little trouble. The rookie Jimmy Emerson up in 4 turn. Yellow flag is out. Caution is out. We will revert to the last lap run under the green flag. That's the number 12 of Jimmy Emerson. The rookie has troubles in that beautiful number 12 car. Willie likes this. This will prepare the shootout now, as he'll be side by side on the green. We're going to do a sight job now. Who's going to get on that hammer first? Who's going to get on the hammer first? Coming out of the 4 turn. Lineup is correct. Elliott holding back just a little, trying to get that shot. He's on the hammer first. Manitow says, wait a minute, boy, I'm coming too. Let's see if he can hold it. Willie Elliott takes the position away. He psyched him out and jumped the gun and was able to maintain position. Willie Elliott is your leader, followed by Manitow and Paul Mason. 2 laps to go this time around. Manitow trying to get back up there. Let Willie make a mistake. Running low on the ribs, down on the inside, down the chute to the backstretch. Elliott able to maintain position. Paul Mason coming in strong. 1 lap to go. Green flag is out. Willie Elliott maintaining that position. Manitow unable to get any closer. Cars are hooked up and very equal there today, those 2 cars. Mason runs for 3rd. They have pulled away from Lou Weatherby and the rest of the gang back from 4th and 6th. Willie Elliott is your leader, followed by Spike Manitow, Paul Mason, Lou Weatherby, and the 4 car of Dave Alexander, the deuce of Jeffrey Robo, and young Mike Powell in 14. Willie Elliott in the 1 car, sponsored by Channel One Videos, right here filming all these races. Remember, you can also take a walk down in the 1 turn and visit Channel One Video and pick up your videotapes of all the racing action here. Second heat, limited sportsman cars coming out. Lineup is right. Flagman Eddie Walsh says we will be going racing this time around, young man. There's Herrick. He had a good run last week. As I recall, he had a little trouble, but that car was strong. It's there on the hammer coming down. Green flag is out. As Rob Herrick shows the way to the number 75 of Donnie Moss. Donnie able to hang tough on the outside. All he needs is a little bite on those tires, and they get warmed up. Maybe able to pull the position. The 44 car of Terry Brown right along there with him in the 23 of Robbie Dorr in the Bonanza Special. As the 44 car takes over the spot down the inside, they've got him hung out. They've got the 75 car of Donnie Moss hung out to dry. He's going to back up 2 or 3 positions. He's going to want to tuck it in quick. This is 0. Gary Clough coming on strong along with the 47 of Danny Buba. Rob Herrick in the 86 continues to show the way. The 23 car showing a little strength. The Bonanza Special of Robbie Dorr showing some strength. However, unable to collect it going down and through the turns. Lost a little ground. He had ambitions of going around these guys and taking over that lead spot. He decided to set it in for a while and hold it. A little bumper tag there, nothing too serious. 28 of Kevin McLeod. Running strong, another good strong runner from last week, going around the 47 car of Danny Buba. As the 23 of Robbie Dorr has thoughts of taking over second again. He gets out there high and dry, but the 75 car of Donnie Moss may be taking that spot away. He's going to fill the hole down the inside. Rob Herrick continuing to set the pace as the 0 of Gary Clough and the 28 of Kenneth McLeod. Closed in on that lead pack now, along with the 47 of Danny Buba. On the hot seat right now is the 68 of Chuck Haynes. Remember, only 12 transferred to the Beech. The 42 car of Devin Tobias now. He's showing strength. He's got up to that lead pack. Waiting to make a move. The 75 trying to hang out the Bonanza Special there. He has the position. Robbie Dorr trying to find strength out there. Right now they've got Kenneth McLeod blocked in a little bit. Whoa, Dorr goes wide. McLeod goes through. Robbie Dorr takes it to the pits. That leaves an open spot for the 28 to make his move as we get the halfway signal this time around. 28, Kenneth McLeod trying to take over that third position with Klopp right there on his bumper as Robbie Herrick continues to show the way around, running a real strong race. The hot seat right now belongs to the number 2 of Brad Layton, Cundy's Harbor, Center Harbor, New Hampshire. Brad Layton in the deuce, sitting on the hot seat. He's got to maintain that position in order to qualify. Again, he ran strong last week. He gets up the inside, takes away a position away from the 38. Robert Naughton must be on the hot seat now, but Lance Craft from the 3 is on the hot seat. The 28 of Kenneth McLeod trying to take over the second spot from the 44 car of Terry Brown. Running strong, pulls up alongside, has a slight advantage as they cross the stripe. It appears he will be able to maintain that second spot. Whether or not he's going to be able to catch Robbie Herrick, he is pulling right up on his bumper. Seems to have the strong car. 39 of Mike Copeland to the 29 of Scott Pullen battling for that hot seat spot right now. 2 laps to go next time around. As Kenneth McLeod has the nose ahead, Robbie Herrick pulls it back and tight, coming down the chute. Kenneth McLeod has the advantage as they cross the stripe, almost gets it sideways, able to tuck it right in on the pole on the inside groove. That's a short way around. Without a doubt, he'll open up a little lead now because he's shown a lot of strength in that number 28. As the 42 car, excuse me, the 42 car, Devin Tobias, gives a little help to the 47, loses a little traction himself, and young McClure drops underneath him and comes in for that 7th or 8th spot. On the hot seat right now is Scott Pullen in the 29. Checkered flag this time around for Kenneth McLeod in the 28, followed by Rob Herrick in the 86 in the 44 car of Terry Brown. Scott Pullen there sitting on the hot seat. Young Mayetta coming around sideways, able to maintain. So the second heat for the Limited is owned by Kenneth McLeod in this beautiful black and green Jansen Service Center sponsored TJ's Lunch Machine. Blow Brothers, another one of his sponsors. Remember to say hi to these sponsors when you go in. Say you saw their name on the side of a car here at Beech Ridge Speedway. Flag is out as Rick Zimmer takes over the position. The 88 is driven by Curtis Gary, an 18-year-old today. Curtis Gary is in the 88 today. We complete one lap with Rick Zimmer showing a strong way around. The car is running very strong. The 49 of Terry Winslow holds on second. The 34 car Bob Levy's in third with Glenn Cusack. The 4th is Mike Johnson, the 33 car. Up the inside of Cusack. Trying to take away that position, that second groove. The tires aren't working. Cusack is backing up a little each time around. Rick Zimmer continues to set the pace. 14 of George Libby's hung out there. Paul Johnson is going to take that position away if he's not careful. Seems to have the position, the second groove. Then Cusack is backing up. Not working out there. The tires are not working as Joe Bessie is able to go underneath him along with the 7 of Bob Belladou. Halfway around this time, gentlemen, as Rick Zimmer continues to set the pace. Kerry Winslow right on his bumper, followed by the 34 of Bob Libby. Three cars are running real strong as Mike Johnson, the 33, is closing ever so slightly. He gets it loose coming down the front stretch, able to collect it without a problem. Rick Zimler got nervous. He's pulling out a little more comfortable lead. Able to pull away a little bit. As Johnson closes right up on the back door of Bob Libby, the 34. But you saw a minute ago, he got loose, trying to take that outside groove. Joe Bessie has thoughts of going wide for that fifth position. However, Bob Bilodeau in the 7 wants to put him backwards a little bit also. That second groove is not working. Bilodeau will take away that position going down the backstretch as the inside groove is working much better. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Kerry Winslow looked like he was going to set out wide. Rick Zimmer went a little high going into one turn. Able to collect it, bring it down low. Able to maintain the lead. Paul Johnson also trying to take that position away from Joe Bessie. Check-in flag is out for Rick Zimmer as he picked up the second late model heat, followed by Kerry Winslow, 34 of Bob Libby, and the 33 of Mike Johnson. And the 85 of Ricky Harrison. So, Dayton Sand and Gravel, second heat late model sportsman belongs to Rick Zimler in the 17 car. The Eagle Racing Team, that beautiful number 17. Dave Lampram in the 21. Setting the pace as they come around. Pulling, trying to psych him out a little bit, trying to get that edge. Firing him up. 21 has the advantage. Andy Poulin. 1 lap. Take a lap on the field, gentlemen. Who knows? Perhaps Poulin backed out of it a little bit so he can get that extra lap. Get another shot at him. Dave Lampram is ready. Poulin is ready. Flag is out. Green flag is out. Poulin able to maintain his position on the outside this time. However, Screaming Scott's going to try to get him out, get up in there, tuck him out on that second groove. Danny able to maintain his position out there. Screaming Scott comes to the inside of him as Pete Roundout closing right up on that door. That inside groove is working. Gary Drew's going to tuck down in there. David Pinkham wants to get up there and close the door on him, unable to do the job. As Danny Poulin is backing up that outside groove, there is not the traction out there. Dave Lampram continuing to set the pace in the 21. The 22 car, Danny Poulin loops between 1 and 2 turn, sitting there high, wide, and handsome. Caution is on the field. Caution is on the field. As he fires the car, able to pull it off the track, out of the way. We will revert the last lap run under the green flag with the exception of Danny, who will go to the rear of the pack if he is able to keep going. Screaming Scott's got his work cut out for him. Dave was able to psych out Danny. Let's see what that second groove's doing for the boys this time. Dave Lampram again gets the edge, along with Pete Roundout coming right in tight. That gets a good break for David Pinkham in the 61 car. Let's see how Screaming Scott does in the F80. He's tucked out there high. Young Pinkham says, I want that position. May be able to maintain as that second groove isn't working. Gary Drew in the 71 tucks it in low. Mike Mayetta coming up strong also. They're going to want to tuck it down low. Wonder if Screaming Scott's out that second groove. And that is not where it's happening today. Dave Lampram able to maintain that lead. Pete Roundout, David Pinkham, Gary Drew, Screaming Scott, Danny Poulin, Mike Mayetta, Dennis Wesker. Halfway this time by, gentlemen. Halfway this time by. Pinkham says he thinks he can make the second groove work. He seems to have something going for him. He's able to pull up a little bit on Pete Roundout. Pinkham, last year's champion, putting the move on the rookie, Pete Roundout. However, it is not working out there. That second groove is not happening. Pinkham tucks it back in. Third is better than none, he says. Let's stay here. Let's make the other boys go around us. Dave Lampram setting the pace. He's pulling a little bit of a lead on Pete Roundo. This time around will be 2 laps to go as we come freight train style. Nobody able to work that second groove today. Too much rain. All the rubber's been washed up, made the track too green. Maybe by feature time things will be working. However, the 21 of Dave Lampram displayed the white flag to him. 1 lap to go. And that young rookie, Pete Roundo, in the 5, able to maintain that second position. Checkered flag this time around, gentlemen. Checkered flag this time around as Gary Drew trying to head top and maybe getting third. Got to lay down a little more rubber after all Mother Nature done. She has really devastated this area of the state with all her water. How about a big hand for David Lampram, the number 21 out of Sebago in the Glidden Paving Special. David Lampram in the Glidden Paving Special. Modified number 21 on this beautiful Dayton Sand and Gravel Day. Semi-feature. These are the gentlemen that don't have enough points yet to make the feature race so far. The 73 is Dean Turgeon, followed on the outside, Jack Chase in the 40, Bill Thompson Jr. in the 98, 64 is Rick Verrill, 87 is Steve Perry, 94 Dave Oliver from Scarborough, 37 Larry Gelinas out of Scarborough, the 96 is John Maycumber, 55 is Mark Bernier, 15 is Don Tapley. Number 1 of Dave Sprague. Followed by 01 Alan Chapman. 14 is Chris Rule today. The 119 we don't have a driver's name, but we'll try to get that for you. The 9 Richard Pelletier. If we get more numbers, visibility's not that good on them upside cars. We'll try to catch up to these. Pace car is in, and first few cars take off with the 40 car of Jack Chase. Going to show the way. Able to get the bite. Going to pull it in low. He's got the position. That's the 73 of Dean Turgeon. Falls into second place. Dean Turgeon holding on now. He's loose though. Loose as the goose. That's the 54 car. Takes over the second place. 73 is on the backup trail now. He got it out high, wide, and handsome. He's got to tuck it down in there. 98 car, excuse me, the 98 car of Bill Thompson Jr. coming in low. He could take over the lead here as we're going to the turn, almost 3 wide. 98 car Bill Thompson Jr. has the lead. The 64 car follows him on through. 64 Rick Merrill takes over that second position. The 40 car of Jack Chase in third. As the 98 car is set third pace. That car's for sale. There's a chance for you to go racing. Little trouble with the 94, able to collect it, hold his position. As the 37, Larry Gelinas has ambitions of taking over that position. The 87 car trying to close that hole. That's Steve Perry. As the 50 car, Roger Mondo is, they're tangling with the leader out there. The 98 car trying to muscle his way on the inside. He is able to do it. Puts the 50 car down a lap as the 54. The 54 of Rick Frenchette. Whoops, he's all over the place in that 50 car. Flagman is trying to tell him you're being lapped, buddy. Put that dude to the inside and hold it low. That's a 37 car trying to gain some positions up the outside. 94 Dave Oliver trying to sneak in under him, waiting for him to make a mistake. 50 cars having a lot of handling trouble. He's going to be in the thick of traffic in a minute. The boys are coming under him strong. Could create a problem there. The 98 Bill Thompson Jr. still leading this pack, followed by the 54 of Rick Frenchette. Fournette. 50 car will play vital role here now as all these lap cars catch him. The 87 goes sideways. Collect it easy. He's got it under control. However, the 5 car is out of control. They are able to keep going and maintain racing. That's the 37. Larry Gelinas in the 37 holds on to that third spot, followed by the 94 of Dave Oliver. The 40 car of Jack Chase. appears that the 49 car's on the bubble. The 9, they're fighting for that hot spot. Oh no, these folks are on transfer. They're just trying to collect enough points to get into the heat races next week. On the track. Little trouble up there in the 4 turn. Little trouble up there. Chris Rule, number 14, rookie, has to get himself collected. Flag is out. 98 Bill Thompson Jr. continues to open up a big gap, running away with the field here now. That's the 119, another one without a name. Son of a gun. 37 cars running in third place. That's Larry Jelinas. The 119 probably won't be a factor long. He's out in that second groove. There's the 88 car tucking it to the inside. Junior Niles says 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go this time around as Mike Field in the 88 car takes over second spot. The 64 car of Rick Farrell, he not only has aspirations of doing it, he does take over third place. As Junior Niles will display the white flag this time around. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for Bill Thompson Jr. White flag is out. Look at the lead. Bill's not even making a game of this. He's taking off and higher. As Junior says, Bill, this race is all yours. Now, folks, that car's for sale. There's a chance to go racing.
Bill Thompson Jr. Folks, there's a chance to go racing. He's having trouble getting out of that helmet. His head's swollen, so he's excited. Bill, come on over here. Say hi to the folks. On behalf of Dayton Sand and Gravel up there, we have this beautiful trophy for you. Bill, you didn't even make a race of it. You ran away and hit on these guys. What's going on?
Well, that's what I had in mind, but my brother-in-law was out there in the car I built last year. I didn't know how he'd do. I guess he got second. That's what I had in mind, get out there and get away as fast as I could.
It's a family affair, huh? First and second. Listen, that car's still for sale after running such a strong race?
Yeah, that's what I brought it out for. Show people how it'll go, so I get rid of it.
Now what are you going to use to sell this?
Nothing. I'm going to build a garage.
Oh! Don't anybody buy the car. We want him out here putting on a show. Thank you very much, Bill. Whoops, wait a minute. He wants to say a few words here.
I'd like to thank Dayton Sand and Gravel. It costs a lot of money to get cars out here, and it's good to have them supporting us.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Okay, back to you, Jerry. I'm not there yet.
Yeah. 68 pulls away with a big lead. Chuck Haynes able to walk off and leave it. The 12 car forgot to put his foot on the gas pedal. Something to 53 is Gary Johnson. Caution is on the flag as the 70 car Jeff Morgan sits high wide and handsome out there. Looks like ball was in 4 turn as we send him into the wall hard and heavy. 4 more cars. The 72 car of Mark Fields involved, the 32 car of Todd Mead, the 24 car of Tinker Dowdy, and 34 we think. Please keep your seats, folks. Please don't bunch up around the fence. Please stay in your seat. All the drivers appear to be okay. Word is up over the radios that everyone is okay. A few feelings are hurt. They're very disturbed that things aren't going their way, but a lot of bent sheet metal there. They were coming 3 wide, coming out of the 4 turn with the 70 car sitting right there in the middle of the track, and they weren't sure what to do. The wrong mistake was made, evidently. Car David Raymond gets another shot at leading us back. Remember, he had a little trouble getting up the power quick the last time. We went back to the last lap run on the green before the problems. The 12 car, David Raymond, setting a very slow pace, and they're going to go around him again. Chuck Haynes able to hold down the front stretch with the 53 of Gary Johnson. Going to stay with him this time. Not going to let him run away quite so much. Young Mayetta in the 113. Mike Mayetta Jr. in 4th place. That's the 51 of Jerry Anderson. Mayetta a little wide going into the 2-turn, having trouble, able to maintain his position. The 53 of Johnson has thoughts of taking that lead away. He's running hard on Haynes. Goes into the turns a lot deeper. However, Haynes able to maintain a good groove on the low side. Johnson comes up beside him. Haynes able to pull away a little bit. They both were a little bit loose coming out of the turn there. Haynes able to get the hook up coming down the chute. Johnson has to fall in behind him with Gary Anderson pulling in tight for 3rd. He's going to get up there and watch him. Hope they make a mistake so he can take over that lead. Young Mayetta comes right up along with him, along with that's Mike Colpitz, the rookie at number 39. 2 rookies running right there together. 38, excuse me, Robert Naughton. I was right the first time. I was only wrong once, and that was the time I thought I was wrong, right? Johnson again, putting the pressure on Haynes. Coming down the chute, they both get a little squirrely, but Haynes able to hold on. Johnson thinks that second groove's getting ready to work. He wants a checkered flag. Able to get the nose out in front, going down the backstretch. Haynes able to pull back even and up on him a little bit. Johnson not able to hold position as Haynes pulls him down the chute. Has the lead coming down through. Gets a little squirrely. They may have touched, but everyone is okay. Again, side by each. Door handle going into 3 turn. 2 cars are hooked up and look like they're running on the same, they may be hooked together. Perfect timing for these boys. Johnson goes in a little deep, had to get out of it a little bit. Haynes now doesn't get the bite. Johnson does, down through the backstretch. Able to take over that position as they come around. Eddie Waltz is halfway this time, gentlemen, halfway. 8 laps are down in this 15-lap semi-feature consolation race. Only 8 cars qualify for that feature. There's the 38 of Robert Naughton trying to take over that position from young Mayetta. Mayetta gets wide, Naughton going under him. The 66 car. I stand correct. Beaver Naughton. All right. He likes to chew on wood, I understand. That's why they call him Beaver Naughton. The 66 car of Bruce Smith sitting on the bubble right now. Nobody close to contend with him. However, young Doug McClure closing in on him ever so slowly. Maybe I'll catch him. 16 of Don Colbert closing up on the Steve Winslow in the 11 car. They've been running right bumper to bumper. As a matter of fact, I think we see a little bumper tag there. Oh, my jogging days are over. Bruce Elder's here to help me. 53, young Gary Johnson maintains a very comfortable lead as Chuck Haynes in 2nd position, 51 Kerry Anderson in 3rd. Beaver Norton in fourth and Maeda in fifth. As the two flags this way. Yes, Jerry. 2 laps to go for Gary Johnson in the 53. 2 laps to go. I think he can shut it off and coast the rest of this race. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Gary Johnson. And the top 8 will transfer to the feature. He's in second. Kerry Anderson all over the place in the 51, able to maintain his position though. Beaver's in fourth as the checkered is displayed for the number 53 of Gary Johnson, the Riverside Auto Special. 68, 38 of Beaver Norton comes in high, wide, and handsome. He maintains as Maeda is right on his tail for fifth. I believe the 66 car was the man on the bubble, Bruce Smith. How about a big hand for Gary Johnson at number 53? Sponsored by Smith's General Store, Riverside Trailer Sales, etc. A few of his sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem? God bless America. What a great country we're living in, folks. Limited sportsman time today. Give that old thumbs up signal to your favorite driver when they come around here on these pace laps, folks. Say hi. Chief Starter Eddie Walsh says we're ready to go to action here. As that pace car from Pape Shitty Land will be pulling in. He does make his way down pit road. Eddie Walsh looking over, asking to hold it down just a little. Green flag is out as Bubba Belton shows the way. The 78 car, Dave Bechtel able to get inside of him. He went loose. The 27, Bubba lost control, gathers it back up as Terry Ensign sneaks in there also for the second spot. Wayne Poland, we do have another car in trouble in the back stretch, appears to be going, the 85 of Scott Chapman. As Dave Bechtel in the 78 continues to set the pace this time around. Terry Anderson in second with Wayne Poland in the 4 car, running third. 2 abreast. Down the front chute, 93 car of Danny Palmer. Trying to put a move on Bubba Belton in the 27 car. Gary Clough in the 0 car trying to work his way up the outside. That outside groove seems to be working a little better as they lay down a little rubber than it was earlier in the day. Ron Batley out of Auburn also out there in the second groove. Danny Palmer in the 93. He's putting a strong move on the outside. Unable to take that position away from the 27 of Bubba Belton, though. Bubba Belton being a rookie. Really charging hard, holding off Danny Palmer out there. As the 78 of Dave Bechtel continues to set the pace. Followed by Kerry Anderson, the 51, and the 4 car of Wayne Poland. Danny Palmer took over the 4th spot. Trouble on the backstretch. 83 car, Ron Batley out of Auburn. He had been riding high and wide. Does a 360. Keeps it going. Almost to the back, but he didn't make it all the way. He's in good shape. 3 wide on the 2-turn. Going down the backstretch as they go 3 wide. Maeda in the middle. Clough on the outside. Maeda's loose. Went a little high. Clough gets into him a little bit. He's able to hang on to it and maintain position. They're battling 3 wide in the 2-turn again as Maeda having a little trouble handling it. Clough taking the position. Maeda hangs on strong. He's backing up. He's out there 2 wide. And now 53 car Johnson and McClure goes around. But Maeda out over the outside. Brian McClure still going. We're not sure if Maeda is moving or not. Seems to be dead in the water over there. 08 takes a little ride to the pits as Maeda still he's moving over in the 4-turn. Now down the lap. Spector in the 78 continues to set the pace. Strong battle going on. The 42 car gets it a little loose. Going into the 2-turn, Devin Tobias. When he does, Clough takes advantage of it, followed by Johnson, going right underneath with him. Robert Naughton in the 38 says, I'm coming too, boys. Make room for Daddy. Trouble in turn 1. It looked like we have some oil or water or something on that track. Caution is out. I can't see the name of the car, but someone's sitting over there in the shade. And I guarantee you, he is no there because it's too hot out here. Not a happy camper at this time. Looks like they spilled the radiator on that car or something. The driver's out of the car. He's okay. Except for his feelings. Cape Chevrolet pace car pulls in as Dave Fectow in the 78 set the pace. Kerry Ensign to his outside. Fectow able to get just a slight jump on Kerry. Kerry's going to hang out to the outside. Wayne Poland on the inside and Danny Palmer right there with him. Anderson had visions of pulling it down that inside group before he got locked out of that position. Unable to do it. Palmer's going to try and lock him out of it now. No, he pulls it into 3rd. That's the 75 car of Donnie Moss hanging right in there, waiting for these guys to make a mistake. The 44, Terry Brown right with him. Gary Clough now, whoops, trying to get around the 27 car. 27, Bubba Pelton gets a little loose. Clough having a little trouble manhandling him around there. Palmer making his move up the outside of the 51 to Kerry Anderson. Trying to get that 3rd spot away. He ran real strong in the heats. Wayne Poland the 4 going a little loose. He's a little wide there. Can't make that mistake, but they'll have Kerry Anderson be under it. If that should happen, that would put Palmer high and dry, which he is anyway. Backing up at this point, the 75 car of Donnie Moss and the 44 car of Terry Brown right there to get that position away from him. That outside group still is not working to perfection today as Gary Adams comes up the inside, followed by Kenneth McLeod, the 28, the 42 car of Devin Tobias. Piastri, I think that would be pronounced. Is right. Danny Palmer again trying, he's up beside Kerry Anderson, the 51. Has the nose out in front of him going into turn 1. Let's see if he can maintain that position as Kerry Anderson gets a little loose in the 75 of Donnie Moss, waiting to take over that position. Danny Palmer is running strong now. He's getting hooked up again. He's got the 2nd groove working. He's putting the move on Wayne Poland, the 4 car. Poland continues to go a little wide. Danny Palmer right there though, knocking on the door. He's got right side by side. Door handle to door handle through 3 and 4 turn. As Poland gets a little loose, Palmer takes over the position coming down the stretch. Now Kenneth McLeod coming up through in the 28 car. Evidently he's lost a hood pin. We hope that hood doesn't come all the way on him. Block his vision, and that would probably mean disqualification. He's got a real strong running machine, that number 28. As your leader, Dave Fectow crosses the stripe on lap number 18. Dave Fectow continues to set a great pace. However, Danny Palmer in the 93 is closing that gap. They're starting to open up a big lead on the rest of them now. Maybe Fectow was setting back a little bit, sandbagging as we might call it. However, he's not enough to be sandbagging anymore because he's going to have company. Kenneth McLeod coming on strong, goes around Kerry Anderson for that, trying to take away that 4th place position. able to get a nose out in front, going down the backstretch. That's the 16 car of Don Culper. He's making a move up the outside also. That outside groove's a hard way to go around. Palmer now closing in on the 78 car. Palmer closing in on him, trying to get him down a lap. There's the 38 car, Robert Nutt. Heads for the trip, for the pits. Robert, Beaver Nutt, going into chewing a little wood, I guess, because he's mad at this. He had to drop out of it. Palmer trying to get around. He's up beside him, going down 1 and 2. See if he gets a bite down the backstretch. Pulls up side by side, gets a fender ahead, going into the 3 turn. Appears to have the stronger car, but it's one thing to catch him, another to go around him. Has the nose ahead, going down the front stretch. Vector able to hold in tight for that low groove. That's the shortest way around, folks. We all know that. Palmer pulling ahead now, may be able to take that spot away. Not able to shut the door, though. Vector able to hang in there. However, the bite he's been getting out of the turn, he probably will be able to shut the door this time around. Unable to do it down the front chute. Loses a little ground to Vector. Wayne Poland, the 4 car, strong runner up front earlier, having trouble running the rail down the inside. Is Palmer able to maintain and able to get that nose ahead and stay there. Coming out of the 4 turn, he has the lead. However, he's unable to tuck it down in front of Vector. And Vector gonna give him a lot of trouble. As McLeod still trying to take over that 3rd spot, but they're a 1/3 of a lap behind now. These guys are running away and hiding. The 2 car, Brad Layton, started at the rear, set in 4th place now, looking for these guys to make a move. He loves to ride that rail and be able to do it very strongly. Started dead last or near it, the dudes, and he's right up there. Danny Palmer in 93 definitely has the lead now. Oh, he's loose. Vector running it hard. Takes him out wide, but able to maintain. Palmer has it, but still not able to tuck down in. We'll see if the 21 car plays a factor in this. As McLeod, the Deuce car of Brad Layton takes over that 3rd spot. Vector getting underneath Palmer again. Let's see what happens with the lap car. They're going to go around him. Both sides, a little bump and run, a little bump and take. Comes out wide. Palmer again loses it. 2 laps to go next time around. Palmer's got to get out in front of him again. Oh, we had trouble. The Deuce blows up, loses everything. Oil in turn 1. Oil in turn 1. The 2, Brad Layton, detonates an engine or a radiator or something, causing all kinds of problems over there for Gary Clough and a lot of the boys. What a shame. Because he was running real strong in that Deuce. Strong, real strong kind of 68 of Chuck Haynes. He's getting moving again. He's going to make a pit stop to check everything out. That's that beautiful number 28 of Kenneth McLeod. He's got a little problems in front of that. He bumped the tire. He's going to have to retire to the pits. Eddie Walsh gives the signal. Cross them over, gentlemen. Cross them over and close them up. As Vector and Palmer will be psyching each other out as they come around one more time. The 98 car, the winner of the B feature, able to get back running again. He had some kind of problems there. That's Bill Thompson Jr. Get it back going again. Car, Robert Naughton gave him, Beaver Naughton gave him a little push in through the pits, get him going. They both get back up, join up at the rear of the field. As the big Chevy Land pace car leads them around. Word is given, close up on the pace car. Tighten up this field, gentlemen. We're going racing. Camaro pulls off the pace track. Pace track, that's good. Racetrack. Flagman Eddie Walsh says, slow it down a little bit, boys. He's ready to go. Green flag is out. Danny Vector got it a little loose, but so is it Palmer. Pee Wee Knight says, I want this position. We got trouble in turn 2. Somebody shut right down the 29 car. There's a wheel off, up into the thing. We will be going back on the caution. I believe the wheel looks like it came off on the 97 or whatever. Mike Mayetta Jr. into it. A little steam heat on the 29 car of Scott pulling. Pee Wee Knight was putting the move on him that time around. Little bump and run in the middle of the pack there. It's Jeff Libby, I believe, is the gentleman that's into the wall. Compacted there by Mike Mayetta Jr. Lost an axle, broke a wheel or something. Obviously lost the wheel and created a few problems there, and a few of them were able to get around, but not many. 97, Ralph Height. Ralph Height, not the 77, but 97. Eddie Walsh giving the signal that we will be going racing this time around. As Bill Thompson should be bringing the pace car in now. He does, bringing that Pape Chevrolet Camaro in. Walsh is asking the police keep it nice and tight, boys. So that not have any false start. Fecto gets on it. He's on the throttle. Palmer trying to stay with him. Fecto got a slight edge. Palmer crosses the line. A bumper ahead, though. Fecto holds his position. Pee Wee Knight right there with him as they go in two abreast in through. Keep an eye on that 28. He lost a lot of ground. 2 laps to go this time around. As Palmer trying to get that spot. Fecto able to hold on to that position. Pee Wee Knight waiting for these boys to both make a mistake. He'll take over that position if they do. Kerry Anderson in fourth, excuse me. Gary Clough right on his back door, and that looks like the 66 car. Bruce Smith, and right there also. We're going 3 wide. Pee Wee Knight says, just what I wanted, boys. Take it wide. Let me have the lead. Thank you very much. Down the backstretch. Pee Wee Knight takes off and hides on these boys. He's got the power. As they are on the last lap. Flagman Eddie Walsh says, Pee Wee Knight, you are our winner at Daytona Sand and Gravel Day here. Followed by Dave Fechtow, Danny Palmer, excuse me. 51 of Kerry Anderson and a 0 of Gary Clough. Fine job. Pee Wee Knight was sitting back there waiting for that mistake to happen. Sure enough, it did. They were racing so hard against each other, they got a little wide. Pee Wee Knight had the power, had the control, was able to put it underneath for the win. Remember, any car that how about a big hand for Pee Wee Knight first? How about a big hand for Pee Wee Knight? In a 111 Club Porter car, Crossroads, something, I missed that. Dave Fecto led practically all the way. Jockey back and forth for Danny Palmer in 93, only to go a little high, wide, and handsome and have Pee Wee Knight slip underneath. Remember, if they display the Haviland oil sticker, the highest finishing limited with the Haviland oil sticker will take over a case or 2 of oil from Bill's Oil Service. Here comes Pee Wee Knight back to Winner's Circle. Northeastern General Contractors. We'll send this trackside to Bruce Elder to interview the winner.
Oh, Dayton Sand and Gravel, a long-time sponsor and supporter here, and I know that you know the Keene family, so probably a good day from that point of view also. Gotta feel great.
Yeah, it feels beautiful. It's been a long time coming. You know, we run all last year, never got a feature win. 2 times this year we finished 4th. The guys have done a heck of a job. I just want to thank everybody that's helped me. It feels good.
I know it does. It's a great job, a great team effort. Rose McCollum representing Dayton Sand and Gravel for us today. Rose, thank you. Pee Wee, I know that in the tight competition in this class, you got to feel good. Dave Fecto running real strong. Danny Palmer always runs strong. Brad Layton coming on back there. It's an accomplishment to win, and today, especially where it does start the Triple Crown. Also, the contingency from the Big A Auto Parts goes to the winner of the Limited Sportsman feature, so an extra goodie that you can put to good use.
Thank you a lot. I want to thank everybody.
Congratulations again.
Willie Elliott, the Rowell Insurance Channel One video machine. Had tough luck the first 2 weeks out, not finishing. You can bet he's going to put the hammer down and be a lot of trouble right there for him. Hammers down, Spike Manitoul gets a jump. The Dave Alexander to the outside. Goes around. Spike Manitow. Oh, false start. I missed that. Start Eddie Walsh. Didn't like that start. Gonna give him another try. I missed him not waving that flag. Spike Manitow getting them together now. They're coming off together this time. Dave Alexander's in the throttle also. Willie Elliott right there. Spike Manitow holding that position. Willie Elliott's going to try and hang Dave Alexander out there. Able to do it so far. Paul Mason, the 29, that inside row hanging top with Danny Pullen right there. Oh, the 32. Dennis Westcott gets a little loose. Able to contain it. Willie Elliott making his move to the outside, going down the backstretch. Richard, Peter Pinkham and Peter Roundow in the wall. Backs up the front of that. Red flag is out as rookie Pete Roundow takes the backstretch wall and really wrinkles the front of that. Everything is okay, we're told from the radio. The driver is okay. As David Pinkham and the 61 involved in that little melee also, we will be getting a reline instantly. Top break for Pete Roundow in that number 5 car. Lineup is correct. Safety crew will be coming to their infield positions. Spike Manitow and Willie Elliott ready to do battle. And battle it will be. Willie Elliott wants this race so bad. He's not finished the last 2 weeks as they get on the gas. Spike Manitow had an edge, but Willie Elliott seems to find a little more power. Brings it hard down through, able to take over the position as they go into turn 2. Gets a little wide. Spike Manitow unable to get back underneath. Paul Mason in the 29 car pulls it around the 4. Willie Elliott has the lead. That's the 21 car. Dan Lampert trying to make a move up the outside, trying to get around Dave Alexander. He will do it this time through into turn 3. Also, Screaming Scott Watts high in turn 3, unable to hold that car down. Lou Weatherby, Danny Poole, and Gary Drew, David Pinkham all get underneath him. Didn't work for him. He had it hooked up and it didn't work. 21, Dave Lampert, still not able to get a full car ahead of the 4 of Dave Alexander. He now is settled down into the 4th position. Coming up the outside, Danny Pullen with a real strong move to go by Lou Weatherby. Gary Drew also making a move. Danny Pullen real strong coming down the outside. Going to try and get around Dave Alexander machine as Willie Elliott continues to set a torrid pace, opening up a car length every time around. Danny Pullen trying to get around the Dave Alexander car, unable to do it. 4th turn, not enough rubber down there yet, but it is working better than it has all day. As the dudes, Jeffrey Robo is around doing a 360 in the front stretch. Yellow flag is out. Caution on the track. Cars will slow. They all jump out of it. Everybody is correct. The 41st year of service to the community. Beech Motor Speedway under the capable hands of Ralph Cusack and his family. A Chevrolet Camaro should be coming in this time around as Willie Elliott is trying to grab this 3rd modified race and check it. He's on the hammer hard in the Raul Insurance Channel One video machine. Spike Manitow trying to duck down underneath in front of Paul Mason. Able to do so. As the deuce. The 4 car, excuse me, the 21 car. Dave Lampert coming around the outside, trying to put a move on Mason. He's able to do it at this point. Scott Bull, they cut, they rub tires. Everybody keeps it going. Underneath goes Danny Pullen, the 22. He takes over the spot. When them wheels get together, things happen. Pullen took advantage of it. He was ready. Yellow is out. Caution on the track. And Lou Weatherby in the 3 turn did a 360, able to get it back going again. All cars are going. Once again, we'll be checking this lineup real quick for you. getting it correct. As the Rowell Insurance Prepared Machine #1 of Willie Elliott, co-sponsored by Channel One Video, continues to set the pace out here. Lou Weatherby having a tough break there in the 3-turn, losing it. Back on the power, everybody seems to be going. Pace car will be pulling in this time around. Eddie Walton looking to field over. They're on the throttle, that green is out. And Willie Elliott pulls away one more time. And the 21 of Dave Lampram trying to take that position away from Spike Manitow. Able to stick in there tight. Spike trying to get it down inside before he goes backwards any further. Able to pull it off. Paul Mason in fourth. Danny Pullen in the 22 right there with him. Everybody drops underneath. Oh, it's Pinkham and the 4-car of Alexander come together. The tires come together as he was putting the move underneath him. Caution is out one more time. As Alexander taps the wall, we hope he's okay over there. Pinkham went up over him, and appears that car is not fired up right now. 16 of Mike Mayetta is backing up. He's under fire. He's going to back it around and head it into the pit. Get that checked up. Top break, last year's champion, David Pinkham, Rookie of the Year honors, track champion, having a talk with somebody. Gary Drew, he didn't like that too well. Evidently thinks it was Drew's fault, but racing accidents. It's a shame they have to happen, but they do happen. Willie Elliott continues to set the pace, and a strong pace he's setting. Already this year, did not finish. He finished only 4 points behind the 61 car last year. And although he don't like to see anybody knocked out of it, he said that kind of makes him feel a little good because the 61 got his championship now. He's going to have one DNF, and that's not good. Cape Chevrolet Chevy coming in. Camaro, flagman Eddie Waltz is ready. Willie will be standing on it soon. There he is. He's ready. That's the 21 car of Dave Lampram. Tucks it right in underneath. Willie get a little wide. Now Darrell tried to duck underneeth. Had to get out of it or there would have been more trouble. As Paul Mason gets around him. Danny Pullen coming up the inside. Gary Drew trying to put a move on both of them. Able to, caution on the track again. As the 4-car had problems down the backstretch. I missed that, but the 4-car has a flat left front tire. And we'll have to go on the hook and get a new tire put on that baby. Will not have time to change that tire and get back on the green before they take the green, I should say. As Eddie Waltz says, gentlemen, we're ready to go this time around. They'll bring in the Chevy Camaro pace car. We will be going green this time around as Willie Elliott once again stands on it. Gets a quick jump. Few of them get helter-skelter, but nothing serious. Dave Lampram right out beside him, trying to put a little more pressure on him. We'll tuck in behind him this time. Spike Manitow and Paul Mason, side by each. Gary Drew trying to get under Paul. He's able to do it. Whether or not Paul can hang on out there high and wide, that groove is not working good. Gary Drew takes that position away. Danny Pullen going with him. Paul Mason sticks it down to the inside as they go freight train style for a few minutes. Get it sorted out, get the tires wound up, then we'll find out where the action is. Gary Drew, he's working the wheel. He's going to start putting the move on Spike Manitow very soon. You can bet on that. Spike says, no, I don't think so, boys. He pulls away going down the back chute. Willie Elliott running real strong and hard with Dave Lampram out of Sevago. Right on this back door as Danny Pullen goes underneath Gary Drew. Gary wanted to go around Spike, but unable to do that. He figured he better get tucked back down in. Paul Mason said, no way, Jose. 15.04 in your leader, 15.04 as the 61 of David Pinkham back on the track, trying to pick up those valuable points. Sought out the car. Running awful slow. Not sure what the problem is. As the leaders put him another lap down, they all come around. Danny Pullen trying to get underneath Spike Manitow. Unable to do it. Spike closes the door on him. Danny working him over, tries the high side. He wants to strike him up, to go a little high, and then he gets to shut the door on the inside. Unable to do it. Shows him the high side, shows him the low side. 15.04. Willie is screaming. The Rowell Insurance Channel One video machine is doing a fantastic job today. However, Dave Lampram in the 21 not letting him get very far away as they're opening up their lead on the rest of the pack. Caution on the track as Dave Pinkham has more trouble along with the 14 of Clint Rowell. Rowell spins the machine around, gets going again. Mike Mayer joining up to the rear of the field. Clint Rowell going again, everybody's back in line. Pace car is in, they stand on it again. Willie Elliott gets a jump on Lampert one more time. Danny Pullen wants that third position, this time away from Spike. Gonna be close. A little touch and run there, but they all straighten around. Scott Watts off the pace, just a slight hair. Lou Weatherby also going around him. Willie Elliott been setting a torrid pace here. 15.04 the last time we had the clock on him. 15.04 seconds. That's getting around here nice and smoothly. Dave Ram from the 21, Danny Pullen the 22, Scott Manatol, Paul Mason, Gary Drew, Lou Weatherby, Screaming Scott, Jimmy Emerson, Clint Rowell, Jeffrey Rubo, Mike Mayetta, and David Pinkham. Mayetta and Pinkham appear to be just riding for the point. Their cars are banged up a little. Screaming Scott trying to get underneath Lou Weatherby there. I think Danny Pullen has ideas of trying to find a way around that 21. He's going to start working him over high, then low, then high. Looks to the high side right now, tucks it back low, going down. He's going to put a move on the outside, going into turn 3, deep. He has the position nearly. Let's see if he can hold it coming down the chute. Is he hooked up or not? Side by each, down through one turn, through two. Last time around, Pullen was hooked up. He pulled him down the backstretch. Dave Lampram will have none of that this time. Holding on tight. Lampram able to maintain the position. Spike Manatol coming back on the inside. Pullen's getting sucked back to the draft. Draft is working in reverse, but he's backing up. That second move still isn't there. As everybody goes under him, Mason and Gary Drew also. They've got him backing up on the track. Pinkham, slow car. They all get around him. Only 2 laps to go next time around for Willie Elliott. Willie is trending this track now at 14.98. More trouble pulling and through, and Pinkham come together again. Everything is okay. 2 laps to go this time by for Willie Elliott. All cars are running. Willie Elliott, 14.98 seconds last time around. He's opened up tremendous lead on second place, Dave Lampram. 1 lap to go for Willie Elliott. Dave Lampram, Scott Manatol, Paul Mason, Gary Drew, Jimmy Emerson, Clint Rowell, Lou Weatherby, Screaming Scott, Danny Pullen, Jeffrey Rubo. Here's your winner, Willie Elliott. In the one car, the Channel One video, Rowell Insurance. Dennis Rowell, sponsored machine. Great job by Willie Elliott. Fella says he needed that after 2 weeks did not finish. Channel One video, Rowell Insurance Machine, he did a fantastic job. 14.98. We had him in his fast lap. 14.98. Hey, I got a jacket to give away while we're waiting for him to take his victory lap. Program number 2157, 002157. You got that? You got a free jacket. You got a free jacket from Coastal Silkscreen at Woodford Street in Portland. Lucky number 002157. 2157. There's your lucky numbers for the day. I'll read them again after we interview Willie Elliott. Let's hear it for Willie Elliott. Good job, Willie. All right. 2158, Roses 2176, 2182, oil change 2164, 2161, and the jacket goes to 2157. Willie Elliott, down to you, Bruce Elder.
Thank you, Jerry. Do you think Elliott's a happy guy today? Congratulations, Willie. After the last 2 weeks, you're going to feel mighty good. You're turning real fast times. You have raced since the beginning of the year, but Lady Luck just hasn't been with you until today.
No, we've had a lot of bad luck, and boy, it sure feels good to finish a race, let alone win it.
Well, this is a good day to do it. Dayton Sand and Gravel, our sponsor. Also, the beginning of the Daytona Triple Crown, as you know, and Rose McMullen, our First Lady of the Speedway here, representing Dayton Sand and Gravel. Willie, I know you got some guys working very hard, and you have to stay ahead of people like Dave Lampron and Spike and all the rest of the guys that are running so strong.
Yeah, I've got a good crew. I got Mickey Barabee and Dana Libby, Dan Littlefield. We got a good bunch of people in the pits. We've got some good sponsors, Rowell Insurance, Scarborough Parts, D&D Auto Body, Channell One videoing the race. It's a good one to win money for them and everybody else.
You'd recommend that everybody buy this one, right?
Yeah, let's be a good tape. Everybody ought to have one.
Just a terrific job, and I know there's going to be many more to come. You're always a showman out here, and you let it all hang out, and I think give the crowd their money's worth. So congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Jerry, back to you.
All right, Willie! Green flag gets out. Nice even start that time as Andy Lude and Barry Babb. Side Beech going down through. Trouble on that backstretch. All kinds of trouble. I got to pay attention to who's talking. Joe Bessie, Paul Johnson, George Libby, or is that Mike Mann on the... Everybody gets crossed ready. Top break out back. It's a melee on the first lap. Okay, we're ready to go racing. They're going to bring in the pace cars. Andy Lude and Barry Babb. Hammer down. Andy's got the gun. Green flag is out. Bobby Harrison, the 37. Tucks underneath. Takes that position away from Barry Babb. 3 of Sonny Lorenzo fills the spot for third spot to 17 of Rick Zimler, and the deuces are out. Clint Cusack. That inside groove once again working very well as the 14 of George Libby and Randall follow him, and Bob Bilodeau on the outside there. Barry Babb holding up that outside line, and Jay Johnson would love to go around him in that 19 car. However, he hasn't got the grip under it. Smoke. Mitch Brown looks like he's got some kind of a problem under the hood. We'll be pulling it down to the inside of the track and getting out of the way. A little smoke from under the 56, but I expect that's just smoke in the tires as they're really putting the heat to him. Mitch Brown gets serious troubles. We'll be retiring to the pits of that car. Andy Lude shows the smoke from his car as he's rubbing the tire on the fender, on that rear fender. She's got not quite stiff enough spring on that right rear. That could create a serious problem later on. Bobby Harrison, the 37, finds a low groove, makes it work. They touch. Andy Lude almost loses it. He will be backing up now for a while. Everybody ducks underneath. Sonny Lorenzo, Rick Zimler, Glenn Cusack, Mike Mann, George Libby right there. Bobby Randall, last week's winner, now held up. Andy Lude having a lot of trouble handling there. That right rear tire is giving him fits on that car. Bobby Harrison shows the way in the Miller car. Andy Lude continuing to struggle as he goes into these turns. Number 8 car retiring for the day. He's detonated something on the hood of that baby. He's going to have to take the day off. The 3 car of Sonny Lorenzo in second. Rick Zimler in third. Number 4, Bobby Babb Jr. sideways. Andy Lude, okay, here's Rick Zimler. He says he wants to go racing. He's going for the second spot. He is hooked up. He's going high. Andy Lube has got all kinds of trouble. Will be retiring. Also, Mitch Brown back out. Didn't help a bit. Whatever they tried to fix was unable to do it. Paul Johnson back out on the track. It's Rick Zimler going to the, making that second groove work now as he puts a move on Bob Harrison for that lead. Glenn Cusack coming right along with him. Two strong running cars. This is number 7 of Bump Bilodeau. Has aspirations of following with him. He does. Mike Johnson right there with him. However, Rick Zimler unable to get up beside the 37 of Bobby Harrison. Pulls up a little deeper in the turn. Getting hooked up coming out. We have trouble in turn 2. Caution on the front, on the track. That's Mike Matter and the 04, I believe it is, have problems over there. Dave LaFano. Matter is able to drive away. Dave LaFano sitting into the dirt pile over there. 11 down, 24 to go. Remember next Thursday night to watch NESA, New England Sports Channel, and see coverage of today's racing activities. Pace car is in. Harrison not on the throttle fast enough. Zimler unable to pull off the move though. Harrison looked like he was a little slow in the clutch. Zimler unable to do it. And Glenn Cusack right there. They're filling the hole. Sonny Dorenzo right there. 2 abreast. Keeping them in tight. Rick Zimler trying to get some bite out there in that second groove. Bobby Harrison. They're pulling away from Glenn Cusack a little bit now. Rick Zimmer able to hold on to that outside groove. Pulls up beside Harrison in the 3 turn. Drifts back a little bit in the 4 turn. Harrison able to pull away. Glenn Cusack getting up a little stronger underneath him. His tires getting warmed up, working better as we get more smoke from Andy Lube in the 56 car. Bob Bilodeau right there. Wait for all of them to make mistakes. He said, I'll take over that position, boys. That's the 14 of George Libby. That's right along with him. They're running strong, bumper to bumper. Bobby Babb Jr. swiveled just a little bit, but no problem. Mike Johnson right on his outside. Kerry Winslow in the 49 running good. Whoa, the 25 car takes a 180. That's Dave Herrick, backs it around. We'll see if he's under fire and able to keep going. Caution on the track. It's at the very poor spot to be sitting. Glenn Cusack was moving in a little bit to take over that second spot from Rick Zimler, but we'll have to try again, gentlemen. Bill Thompson brings the Pape Chevrolet Camaro into the infield. Harrison is on the throttle. Zimler right beside him. Harrison able to get a slight edge. Bob Bilodeau right there with him this time. Rick Zimler getting a little nose out front. He's hooked up a little bit better this time. Can he hold it? No. Harrison able to stay right there. We'll see that short groove around. Here's the inside groove as Zimler goes loose. He's able to keep it on the wall, but a top break. He was running strong. As Barry Babb and the others, we have caution on the track. He does fire it up and get going. Did a fine job of racing to keep it out of the wall. He's leaking fuel or something out of it now. Maybe just a little spill, something not too serious, I suspect, the looks of things. Zimler running awful strong, gets loose coming out of 4 turn. Did a great job of keeping it off the wall and nothing serious happened to that car. In the meantime, Bob Bilodeau is snuck right up in there with these guys, and he's letting them know he's going to be a factor for the remainder of this run. George Libby running a strong race today in the 14 car. Very strong race. The old mind game goes on as they come around this pace lap between Harrison and Zimler. Who's going to hammer that throttle? Just an instant. Just a heartbeat. And that guy has got the difference of first and second place. Bill Thompson brings the Pape Chevrolet pace car in. Who gets on that throttle first? Zimler was getting a little anxious. Harrison held him back a little bit longer, tried to get the jump. Zimler able to stick the nose out in front. Let's see if he can hold it. He was able to do that the last time around. Harrison bringing it in slow. Bringing it in, he's a little loose. Holding on to that position, a little loose. Bob Bilodeau right there. He says, you boys are going to make a mistake and I'm going to have that position. Joe Bessie spins, Andy Lube spins. The 85er have Ricky Harrison trouble. He got right at the pits. Caution on the track, gentlemen. Caution on the track. having a terrible day. He's got some problems in that right rear. Don't know, didn't see the start of that. It's not good. Joe Bessie missing some sheet metal there. Once again, we're under caution with only 17 down out of this 35 lap Dayton Sand and Gravel feature. Rick Zemler on the point, hammered down way early. Way early. Let's see if he gets a go. No go, no go. Yellow light is still out. False start, false start. Zemler was on the throttle too early. Harrison probably backed out of it a little bit to let him know that I wasn't quite ready. Back to column of twos. Keep it nice and steady, boys. Now let's see who's going to get anxious first this time. So far, so good. Side by each, they're both on together. It looks good. Good start this time around. Rick Zemler, Bobby Harrison, Bob Bilodeau, Glenn Cusack, Mike Johnson. Harrison unable to hold that position real strong out there in that second groove. Eddie Walsh is halfway down, gentlemen. Halfway of this race. That second groove isn't working for Harrison. As he got Glenn Cusack hung back there too. Glenn would like nothing better to get down on the inside and get going. Mike Johnson is taking over third place in the Pleasant Gardens special. Sonny Dorenzo in the 3, filling the hole underneath Cusack. 37, Bobby Harrison, still hanging out there wide. Black flag is being displayed for the 56 car. As he is having all kinds of trouble today, Andy Lute is. Joe Bessie has removed the sheet metal from the side of that, the plastic, whatever it was, and he's back in action. As Bobby Harrison has to fall in position in the 4th spot. Ricky Zemler being pressured now by Bob Bilodeau in the 7 car. Bob Bilodeau put the pressure on. Thought he was going to make a move to the outside, but he looks like he's waiting for him to come loose. Trouble in 4 turn. Mike Mayetta, Glenn Cusack, the 85, I think again is in trouble. The 04 and the, oh, what a mess. We need the safety crew of the push brooms over here to clean up this little horror show. Bobby Babb Jr., Curtis Gary in the 88. Glenn Cusack is in big trouble. He's got plastic damage, the bumper, the front wheel. Whether or not he's trying ferociously to get back to the pits and get that corrected, whether he'll be able to do it or not, who knows. 34, Bob Livy, he's down and out. Glenn Cusack looks like he's going to be able to get back to the pits, get that tire changed, get that material ripped off in that car. The 04, he's dragging a fender on the inside. He's going to the pits to get that taken care of before he loses a lap. Back to column of twos. Bringing the pace car in. The lineup is correct. We'll be getting green momentarily. Bob Bilodeau gets on that hammer quick. He's putting the pressure on Zemler. Do we get a green? No way. No way, Jose. Zemler was smart. He stayed out of the throttle. Can work both ways. If he throws that green, he's in trouble. But he didn't. Bob Bilodeau tried to get the jump. Stanley Waltz says, no way, man. Zemler controls the pace. However, guys like Mike Johnson and Bob Bilodeau coming on. Zemler's on it fast this time. Yes. Oh, Bilodeau found a lot of throttle low afterwards. He may have missed that first heartbeat, but he had 2 or 3 extra horsepower. And he, look at the lead he opens up going down that back chute. He's got horsepower he hasn't even used yet. Mike Johnson and Ricky Harrison. Oh, the 04 of Dave LaFano loops it again in turn 4. As Johnson and Harrison side by each in the 3 and 4 turn. The car is running. All cars are running. Bobby Randall closing in on your leaders one more time. Remember, Randall, last week's winner. Johnson gets a little loose. Gives Randall a chance to get up beside him. Pulls up strong as Bobby Harrison takes over that third position. Randall looking real strong. Johnson get his car back under control. He lost traction there. However, he's able to pull him down the chute. Randall holding strong, pulls it in hard, going into 3-turn. Johnson gets on it fast, gets away from him coming out. As Lorenzo in the 3 car comes right back up on it. The leader is turning the track at 15.69. Bob Bilodeau is turning at 15.69 seconds, folks. That's a very comfortable lead. Although nothing's comfortable out here with these guys. Randall had to settle for 5th place and set back in behind Johnson as he's able to pull 2 or 3 car lengths on him. In the meantime, Bob Bilodeau pulls away. Steve Nelson in the old 3X there, coming up on the outside. Oh, Joe Bessie gets loose. They touch with Steve Johnson. Keep it going. They all keep them going under power, excuse me. Curtis Geary about ready to lose that hood. A little bit of flip-flap there, and that hood will be history. Bob Bilodeau lengthening out that lead every time around. Bobby Harrison now putting a little bit more pressure on Rick Zemler. Here comes Randall. He's got them tires cooled down again. He's making his move up the outside one more time. Jumps it into 3-turn real hard. Johnson hooked up better as he goes around. Randall coming strong on the outside. He's able to go in another car length or 2 deeper, but he's not able to get the car set. Drops back to 4th. Harrison trying to get under 17. Curtis, oh, he gets sideways and around. Mayetta hits him head on. And the 85 car, Ricky Harrison involved in that little mess one more time. As Mayetta and Curtis Geary, the 18-year-old who drove a few modified races last year, young Curtis Geary. Mayetta out of the car. He's gone over to talk to Curtis and say, tell your mother I said Happy Mother's Day. If you believe that, I got a brace to say. Safety crews back to the infield. Bob Bilodeau, Rick Zemler. Bilodeau's on it hot and heavy. He's ready. Green flag is out. Zemler was caught napping a little bit. Bobby Harrison back up into 2nd place. Gonna try and keep Zemler at bay out there. Bobby Randall gonna try and close the door here. As you know, that inside groove has been working better all day. Sideways, Kerry Anderson. Oh, a wheel comes off from. Don't know who that wheel come off from. That's terrible when that happens. Kerry Anderson, I guess that kind of wheel came off from. 49 car sitting high and dry. Once again, caution is on the track. Caution on the track. Tough break for the 49. Also a flat tire on Steve Nelson's car, the 3X. Bilodeau's on the hammer. Harrison to the outside. Green flag is out. Side by each down the front stretch into the turn. Harrison gets a little wide. Zemler trying to steal that position from him. Looks like he may be able to do it. The inside groove is working good. Eddie Walsh says 2 laps to go. The signal is given for 2 laps to go as Bob Bilodeau pulls away from the field. He is hooked up today. Harrison gets a little loose. Zemler goes underneath along with Mike Johnson right there. Mike wants that 3rd place. White flag is displayed in the leader, Bob Bilodeau. Harrison fighting that wheel for all he's worth. He's loose every turn around. Randall's going to jump down to the inside now behind Joe Bessie. Checkered flag this time around for Bob Bilodeau, who ran inside of Super Page, Rick Zemler, Mike Johnson, Joe Bessie, Bob Randall, Bobby Harrison, Sonny Lorenzo, George Libby, Bobby Babb Jr., Mike Mayetta, Kerry Winslow, and the 04 of Dave Lafano. Bob Bilodeau worked his way up from the back, run a great race, able to put that car out front and run away from these boys. If it hadn't been for caution flags, he'd have run away and hit. Penelope, the purple cow, was helping him. Cow Power, Locust Farm, Scarborough Auto Parts, a couple of his fine sponsors. Looks like Charlie's Auto Body in the back. Don't go away, folks. We got another feature. Wildcats. And I'll tell you what, these cats are wild.
Congratulations, Bob. I think this is the day for guys who've been having hard luck to have good luck. I know you've had some problems to start the year off and been a little bit discouraging for you, but this was certainly a strong day for the number 7.
Well, you know, we finally got the motor straightened out in the heat for the first time this year, and we had a little bit of time to dial the car in. My pick crew did a hell of a job doing that. You know, these guys race real well out here. I'll tell you, there's no give-me's out here because you got to squeeze for every inch you get because everybody's right there.
Now, if I can find a lineup of these dudes, these cats. Eddie Walsh says, okay, go for it, big guy. The 56 is driven by Robert Prowley's of South Portland. I'll probably clobber a few names, but bear with me, folks. 81, Albert Roberts Jr. Oh, we have trouble already in the front stretch here. The 50 car, Daniel Stearns, able to get it off the track, we think. Red flag is displayed. He's not quite off the track. The red flag, that means stop, gentlemen, but nobody's watching the flag stand, so who cares, right? The one tries to stop, and the 54 says, wait a minute. Nobody is stopping. Nobody watching the flag stand on the lights. With some more of this motorized mechanical mayhem. I like that line. What's the old saying? It's nice to finish first, but you have to finish first. The 68 car, rockin' Rocky Gibraltar. Maurice Letourneau from Gorham. The 19 is Ross Johnson out of Kennebone. West Buxton here, West Buxton. Let's see who's putting the hot laps on here now. You start picking our winners out now. There's a few of these guys really know how to get around here. They got the hammer down. This 90C was looking good a few minutes ago. Scott Marshall from West Buxton. Remember, basically, these are supposed to be street type cars. Just got it out a little bit. The 3 is Mike Booth out of Wells. He seems to have a lot of power, not afraid to get in there. However, she's a rocket, she's a rolling, she's going every which way. We've got, the 60 car. He's going to go out in front of traffic, and they miss him. All right, no problem. Down pit road. Take it easy, buddy. There's people there. No pit stop. Somebody change a tire on that thing, will you, while he's in there? No problem. Don't worry. Be happy. Another car going round and around in the 4-turn. He's setting up a smoke screen. He says, boys, you ain't gonna be able to find me. Up, easy does it. The 55 car, Pierre Lamartine is looking good. That tells us the 68 of Maurice Letourneau is leading. No idea how they know that. Albert Roberts Jr., second place. The 6 car is Mark Henderson of Portland. The 56 car, Robert Prelise, South Portland. There goes your leader across the stripe, the 68. Maurice Letourneau. 81 car is trying to give him a little nudge. Albert Roberts Jr. He's running second. Oh, the 90 car is dying. A slow death. Scott Marshall out of West Buxton. Oh, look at the 3. He's setting up a smoke screen. He has a 58. Does a 180. A little bit more. Keep it running, buddy. The 58 car is Mark Lank. Backs it into the infield. Now he may have the wheel on. Oh, can't quite make it. The 46 car over the 3 turns, having a little difficulty. The 0 car, the 1 turn, he's having some trouble. Jeff Nielsen. The 46 car is James Wakeham. The 1 car going around on the field. The 0 car gets back out on the track. 58 is in trouble, but he's out of harm's way. We're going to leave him sitting there. So 46 guy has a flat tire. We hope he pulls to the infield. Now he's got problems. He can't run up the rail any further. 58 says, I like it. You sit here as my bodyguard, and then they won't hit me. There goes your leader, 68 into turn 1 with the 81 car. Following close behind. Down the backstretch, that 68 opens up a little lead. Looks a little stronger. We'll see if the 81 blows that ground up on the 6 is boxed in behind a bunch of slow cars. Whoa, a little bump and run. Okay, I got you straightened around. Put your foot on it, fella. Let's go racing. 4 abreast we go into one turn. You gotta love it. Motorized mechanical mayhem. Get it loose. Keep tight, boys. We'll bring you around. Now we got 3 of them stacked up in one turn. And number 30 of Bill Burke has also joined these guys. Little bumper tag down the front stretch. We could have 4 or 5 in there as the 16 gives the one a little shove, and he's trying to hook a bumper on him, let him know that he didn't appreciate that. But he goes around him. He's not trying to retaliate. I like that. Did I say something? I think that's what you call turn around is fair play, except he did himself in. Now he wasn't happy. He wants to turn around and make sure that they're still coming at him. When I do stuff like that, they tell me I have brain failure. I don't know what we'll call it right here. It would appear we're only sure of the first 2 cars now. Red flag is out. We have a car in distress on the backstretch. They still don't understand that red flag, do they? My heavens, my heavens, my heavens. I wonder what color a red flag is. Look at these guys. They're going to go a full lap. Even when they see cars stopping, they're not sure why. They probably think there's a McDonald's here or something. The 22 only went 2.5 laps before he decided to stop. 22 probably should back up about 6 laps. If I was a scorer, I'd put it so far back he'd think he's leading next week. Red flag comes out for a reason. There's usually a dangerous situation out there. That Record's going to hustle to get off on that track. So I don't want to be out here. Looks like Eddie Waltz says we are about ready. Green flag is up! Let's go! There's a Wildcat right there. 14. Nice little no on the side of that. Stephen Emery out of Gora on that 14 with his Wildcat on the outside. 68. There comes Jolita. A little cross-threaded. 18 going up around. Oh, red flag is right back out again. They missed something. 54 in the backstretch. Dead in the water. 54. They still don't understand about it. I don't think they understand all they know about the situation. Some more motorized mechanical mayhem. They're off and running. It's summering down. Now we're going to catch up. There's our leader coming out of the 4 turns. The 68 followed by the 81. The 68 driven by Morris Latano out of Acton, Maine. And the 81 is Albert Roberts Jr. from Durham, right on his bumper. We have a couple guys going the wrong way over here. Nothing serious, but we've got another red flag. We have a man stopped in the middle of 4 turn. He gets going. So this should be a short one, except that nobody's bothering to stop anyway. Maybe you should just throw the green and let him keep going. There's a distinct possibility that the green is out again. And 68 was given a little edge there because of the fact the other guys got to stop. So he has a nice racing room lead, and they just get the 81 spun around. The 15 gave him a love tap, spun him around. However, the 15 lost control of history. The 81 is set dead in the 3-turn now. We're going to see red one more time. And the 81 drives off. You can't win for losing, can you, Eddie? Whoa, that's light for life. Joey Chip was looking for guys like you, young fella. I think he wants to use you for a jump. And green is displayed one more time as the 81, the little Renata or whatever that is, back under power, going strong. Red is out again. The deuce in the 4-turn did not fire up. The boys, they just don't look up. Easy, easy, steady. Now they got such a mess, we probably can't get the record to it. We're gonna have to move that yellow car up ahead a little bit, I think, to get to this guy. And the boys on the record says that's right. Ron Corbell, the quality used cars wrecker. These guys are Johnny on the spot. Boy, they hustle. Not sure who the guys are in that other wrecker out there, but they not only hustle, but they enjoy doing this. They're having a great time out here. He said, I'll make this guy go faster with the wrecker than he can go under his own power. Dumps him into the pits, coming back to the safety area. Eddie is ready to give the word, and green is out. Smoke them tires, Smokey Joe Roberts. A lot of bumper tag played here. We got quite a puddle of water in the 4-turn. We'll see some. Red again. The 54 is dead in the 4-turn. Red again. He's going. He's going. Green is still out. Let him fly, he says. Green. Tough break for him. He stopped, and now he can't get into gear. Bad situation. He got it going just as Eddie was ready to throw the red again. God, I hate it when that happens. Scared? Heck no, he said, I had to go to the bathroom anyway. Whoa, 24, keep it straight, big guy. 68 is slowing out there. He's out here on the outside rail, and he's slowed way down. I think he thinks he's won the race already or something. He stopped the 68. Pulled over and stopped. Now he's going to go. He probably thinks he counted 25 laps, but he didn't count those 360s you do all by yourself. Now we show the 8 as the leader. The 8 being Clyde Hennessy Jr. from Portland, and the 6 of Mark Henderson of Portland. Oh, trouble on the back stretch of 54. He just barely got going. Checkered flag is out for the 8 car and the 6. This race is history, gentlemen. And he did it all in 18 minutes. You gotta love it. Eddie, I don't know what you're getting paid, but it's not enough, I can tell you that, buddy. Folks, remember, next Saturday night, we go racing again next Saturday night, May the 20th at 7:03. Bonus point series race number 1, sponsored by Beech True Value Hardware. We will attempt to get the top finishers in each division to come down here in the front stretch to meet you folks. Do some autographs or whatever, say hi to you. So you're welcome to get down on the track if you'd like to after the race is over. Also, don't forget to please drive safely with care. If you have visited our tavern, please let a friend drive home. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you all next week. On behalf of Dayton Sand and Gravel, Ralph Cusack, and the entire gang here at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, happy Mother's Day!
Move over, Thursday Night Thunder. Here comes Sunday Morning Lightning. We're going racing! It's Channel One Video Speedway. From green flag to victory lane to the unexpected. Channel One Video brings all the action to WMUR TV Channel 9 every Sunday morning at 6:30.